up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere
Hi, Happy.
over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do.
I love Ashton Bear. I love Ashton Bear. I love Ashton Bear. Oh yeah.
Hi, I am Kaden, and I am 8 years old. And this is my brother Ashton, and he is 8 months old.
I'm Haley, and I'm 5. And this is my baby Ashton, and I love him.
Hi, my name is Neil Grumbles, and I'm Ashton's father.
Hi, I'm Tanya Grumbles, and this is my sweet little boy, Ashton Grumbles. Ashton was born on September 18th, 2012, and as soon as he was born, he was put on oxygen, and so I didn't see him right at first. But when I held him for the first time, I noticed right away that his eyes wouldn't open. And when he was awake, his right eye would open a little slit and then the other one would remain closed. And that was a first indication to me that maybe something wasn't quite right. And after that, his birth weight dropped, and we couldn't get him to gain weight for nearly a month. Ashton's doctor was in agreement with me that it was time to see a specialist. And that's when we went and saw a neurologist, and that's when our journey with Ashton began. Ashton has been a really big trooper in all the specialists that he's had to see. We have quite a team of about 10 specialists. And specifically, he sees Kelly, his physical therapist, every week. Kelly has helped Ashton a lot to become stronger and to help the low muscle tone and to achieve milestones. Also, Kelly helps teach me how to play with him in ways throughout the day to help his muscle growth and his strength, and also to feed him properly. And he wears his little Spio vest that helps him with sitting up and help his muscles. We've had a great support system since everything began, and there was many uncertainties and not knowing exactly what Ashton had. Many doctors had encouraging words for us and had good recommendations and helped us along the way. And our therapist has helped me to know how to care for my son in the best way, and I'm grateful to her and to all the doctors. And I have amazing friends and an amazing husband and kids, and all together they help support me and help give Ashton a lot of love, and I'm really grateful for everybody.
Ashton was diagnosed with Smith-Lemli-Opitz syndrome in March of this year. It's a genetic disorder that's very rare. There's only about 500 known cases in the U.S. It's 1 in 60,000. There's just not much information out there about it. It was founded back in the 70s or 60s by these three doctors, Smith, Limley, and Opitz. And there just hasn't been much research for it conducted. So kids with this syndrome cannot produce enough cholesterol to survive in their body. Ashton has been diagnosed with this through a test. The geneticist performed a test, and his DHC7 enzyme were elevated, and that enzyme is the final stage of cholesterol production. So with this lack of cholesterol production, you would think that just simply giving him more cholesterol would help out his body. Unfortunately, that's not really the case, because there's a blood barrier in his brain that this cholesterol supplementation cannot cross over from an unnatural state. So there's not really much research and much drugs that have been developed for this cause. So with this syndrome, we really treat the symptoms so much. There's not really a treatment for the syndrome itself. About 13 years ago, a group of family and friends started this foundation called the SLO Foundation. And through them, there's a great network of support of people and family who have experienced what we're going through. Some of the people we've met, they have kids that are in their 20s and 30s that have had this syndrome. So they've lived what we were trying to figure out, and it's great to know who to talk to and know exactly what we're going through. Every other year they host a conference, and this year it's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the end of June. And at this conference, there are lots of information provided by those that are experiencing it day to day with families and friends. And there's also a group of scientists and doctors who are studying this. There's a small group that are studying this full time. And they are there as well for them to meet together and to discuss the latest research and techniques that are happening with these kids. This conference is a wealth of knowledge. It's a wealth of experience that will be shared with us, that Tandy and I and Ashton will learn from. The doctors there that know this syndrome. It's, as we said, it's really rare, and there's not many doctors around here in the Northwest that know much about this. So it's great to talk to doctors and other family members one-on-one. Ashton is expected to live a full life. We're taking it day by day. Some of the more extreme cases of the syndrome, the kids don't last for more than a couple of years. Fortunately, Ashton does have some elevated cholesterol levels in his body, so that's a good thing for him. One of the common symptoms of all SOL children is a webbed toes of the second and third toe. As you can see, his second and third toe is webbed about halfway up, and that's pretty common. This doesn't require, there's no physical hindrance here, so this won't require any kind of surgical repair. Another symptom that Ashton has is called hypospadias, and that will require a couple surgeries here in the next few months of his life. He also has ptosis in the eyes, which means that his eyelids only open about a third of the way. And this in itself is not too harmful, except it helps, it hinders his progress, his motor skills, his hand-eye coordination. So that will require a surgical repair here in the next few months as well. He also has amblyopia in one of his eyes, maybe both, that are going to have to be repaired as well here in the next few months. And amblyopia is lazy eye syndrome. So right now he wears a patch every day for a couple hours, and he just looks so cute in it. Fortunately, he does not have a lot of the internal organ problems that a lot of the SLO kids have. Ashton's more on the mild side of the syndrome. The more severe kids have very poor internal organs. They have congenital heart failures. They have problems with their liver, their kidneys, and Ashton has been tested for all these. Unfortunately, he does not have these symptoms as of yet. His life will be full of doctors and therapists and family and friends, and to help developing his motor and developing physical skills. He'll have many therapists he has to see, even when he gets into his school. They're still being potty trained up in, I've read some cases until 7 or 8 years old, and even further. So, like I said, we're just taking it day by day and figuring things out as we go along.
I feel like ever since the baby Ashton was born, that this has been a truly spiritual experience for me. And sometimes it's an emotional weight because he's especially had problems because of the low muscle tone. He's had constipation, and we constantly check his weight to make sure he's growing. And so keeping him strong as a mother feels like a big weight or responsibility. So that's another reason I feel really grateful to all my friends and the team of doctors, because without them I would really feel alone. So I am grateful for them and for all that they've done for us.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.